From News Channel 7, time for 7 First Alert weather.
Well, after 6 o'clock this evening, Boise is a pretty active town as you go outside and take a look at some of the traffic moving in and out. As we look at our weather here in the valley, temperatures have been very cold, and I'm just going to show you again a map that I like to kind of present, showing you each hour from last night through early this morning how those cold temperatures, which as you expected overnight is very cold, and the very cold stays around till 10, 11 o'clock. It doesn't really warm up, but you see those temperatures getting into the 30s instead of the teens and the 20s, as we're seeing here in this 7-day forecast that will be coming up. So for now, just a couple of things you kind of need to keep in mind. First of all, there's some clouds moving in through here. They moved in this afternoon. There's some light snow in Montana. Could produce a little snow in some mountain locations. I'm thinking there's probably going to be about an inch or so of snow. And then down here throughout the Southwest Valley, I don't even think we're going to see flurries out of that. But here's the situation. Here's the big picture. Okay, when you take a look at this. First of all, lows off the coast, and where normally we watch these come in, but they're not doing that. High pressure is holding at bay, and then the storm's coming in, weakens, and moves down in from the north. Now, here's the problem. You have Arctic air, which is up in this area here. I mean, their highs are only into the teens or so, and it's looking very much like that's going to be pulling into the area. Take a look at this map. This blue area is the cold temperatures that we have right now. This bright spot right along through here and moving up into northern Canada, that's going to be moving into the upper Midwest. I would say it's another 4 to 5 days. We're probably going to feel it a little bit into the weekend, but by the time we get to Monday, that's going to be dropping some of these temperatures to the single digits for highs. And out west, where we're at here in Boise, some of our high temperatures will be in the mid-20s, possibly some gusty winds, some wind chills. That could be pretty tough next week, dropping down into the single digits, even nighttime lows that could be as low as 5 or 6 degrees, just so that you know that that's taking place. If you look at this 10-day temperature trend, look at Monday and Tuesday. These are the highs. These are not the lows, okay? High around 24 degrees on Monday, and then when you take a look here, getting into next week, these are the lows. Here's your possibility of 5 or 6 degrees right into here, the middle of next week, okay? So a real cold snap with that Arctic air, and possibly breezy, which could make matters worse. So here are the temperatures for tonight and then tomorrow. As you look at the highs, most of the mountain locations, you'll see that it's very cold. Like I said, maybe an inch. Some spots could get 2 inches of snow tonight. Most of that's going to be breaking up over mountain areas and not down into the valley. But temperatures for tomorrow, we could still see a 36 to 37. Looks better compared to what we're expecting next week. But when you look at this 7-day forecast, you could see that we have the temperatures here presenting about the same. And then when we get to next week, we put in this here, our weather alert, just because that's a change in the weather that's coming in on Monday. There's also a chance of snow, gusty winds, and much cooler temperatures. That's next week. In the meantime, we stick about the same as we look at some of this forecast, and we'll be back with more news in just a moment.